been asked this question on a multitude of occasions. Who are the absolute worst fans in the sport of boxing? Let's break this down.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the greats, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you hear, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So while you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
So I've had this question asked. I've thought about it a lot. These things have gone through my head over and over and over again. Let me tell you what a bad fan is not. A bad fan is not a fan that says, my fighter will beat everybody and everybody needs to bow to his will. My fighter will beat everybody and doesn't need to do anything to fight anybody. My fighter is the greatest fighter that ever fought because the nationality that I rock with, we're the best nationality. Motherfuckers is probably listening to that and like, damn, wait a minute, BF, what are you saying right now? What? Those are trash. Everything I just said was trash. Here, bro, breaking this down is such, it's one of the fucking hardest things to do. Because you sit back and you're like, well, damn, there's nothing wrong with saying that, bro. That's a fan. That's a diehard. That's a very good fan right there. And then those same fans, when their fighter loses, will fade to black. And you'll never see them again. They'll come back on YouTube with a whole new name, a whole new thumbnail, dick riding somebody else, talking about this guy is the next Floyd, and this guy is the next Pacquiao, and this guy is the next Ray Robinson, and this guy is the next this, and this guy is the next that. A whole new fucking thumbnail, dick riding somebody totally different. And then when you mention the fighter that they were dick riding, all of a sudden, well, yeah, he's a good fighter, but he's not, this is my favorite fighter. So it's like, when you say who's the worst fans in the sport of boxing, the worst fans, you immediately want to start putting out Canelo fans, Crawford fans, Fury fans, Joshua fans, Loma fans, Tio fans. You want to start immediately putting those out. Golovkin fans. You want to start putting those names out. The problem is, their fans, their actual fans, are not bad. They're not bad at all, bro. Canelo fans are not bad. Lomachenko fans are not bad. Golovkin fans are not bad. Fury fans are not bad. Joshua fans are not bad. They're not bad at all. They are a fan of their fighter. They believe their fighter beats everybody, and they rock out with their fighter. That's what they believe. If their fighter lose, they're like, fuck, man. It's all good. Can I get a 2-time? Fuck, man. Damn it. Damn, he got knocked down. He got knocked out. Oh, man, he got his ass whooped. It don't matter, though. I'm riding. Fuck it. I fuck with him. Fuck it. Those are normal fans. Those are real Canelo fans. Those are... a real Canelo fan will tell you he lost to Floyd Mayweather. A real Canelo fan would say, bro, he lost that fight, man. He lost that fight, but it don't matter. He got a fucking majority decision of loss. You know, it was a good thing for him. He learned a lot from Floyd, you know what I'm saying? And here we are. That's a real Canelo fan. They can't tell you what he learned, but they'll tell you he learned a lot from Floyd. That is a real Canelo fan. They know he lost. A real Canelo fan will say, listen, man, on paper, he got the W against Araceli Lara, but he probably lost that fight. A real Canelo fan will say, listen, man, he lost to Golovkin that first fight, probably. But listen, man, it don't matter. He got the W on paper. But man, that was a tough one. But he got the W, and I'm rocking with him anyway. A real Canelo fan will say that. A real Fury fan will tell you, listen, man, Wilder knocked this man out, dog. He knocked him out, but listen, man, like a fucking warrior, he got up, he had a warrior's heart, and he fought through. Man, something ain't right, because Tyson Fury don't be hitting like that, man. The second fight, what the fuck? That's kind of fishy. But listen, man, I rock with Fury anyway. Third fight, War. That was a fucking amazing fight, probably one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life. And Tyson Fury was the better man on that night. He's the baddest man in the world. Tyson Fury is the baddest man in the world because he beat the baddest man in the world. That's a real Fury fan. Real one. A real Terrence Crawford fan will tell you, come on, man, you beat Jeff Horn, dude. Listen, man, I think you the goods. I think you beat Errol. I think you beat all these guys. I really do. I think you beat them all. Definitely think you beat them all. But come on, dog. You got to take 60-40, homie. Like, I want to see you fight Errol Spence, bro. Come on, dude. The only person you beat, the only people you beat at fucking welterweight was the people that Errol Spence already beat. And Jeff Horn. Come on, dog. Listen, man, I think you're the goods. I think you beat Errol. I think you stop Errol. But come on, bro. You got to take 60-40, bro. There's nothing wrong with 60-40. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. That's a fucking great-ass deal. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And if you do the numbers, then you see if the fight does $50, $60 million, that's $6 million difference. Come on, homie. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got to take that. You got to take that. I think you got all the skills to beat everybody. I don't think nobody's fucking with you at all. All these people talk about Boots is coming up, bro. I think Terrence Crawford beats the shit out of Boots. That's a real Bud fan. Those are real fans. Real ones. All right? Real ones. A real Lomachenko fan will say, come on, man. Listen, man, Lomachenko is the goods. He got the footwork, the speed, the combination, the angles. I think this man beats everybody. I think Teofimo Lopez should have gave him another rematch. But come on, dog. Why didn't you fight Devin Haney? I don't know. Like, why he fought to be your mandatory, dude. Like, I don't like that. I think you're the goods. I think if you fought Devin Haney, you probably beat Devin Haney. I do. I believe you beat Devin Haney. But come on, dog. Like, one day you say Devin Haney's the real champion, and then all of a sudden when you're fighting Teofimo Lopez, now he's not the real champion. One day you say Devin got the real belt that you beat Luke Campbell for, and then after Teofimo beat you, all of a sudden Devin don't got the real belt. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. You're too good of a fighter for you to be giving this flip-flopping shit. But I fuck with you, Loma. I still think you beat everybody, but you're too good, dog. Come on, stop it. That's a real Lomachenko fan. A real one. A real Golovkin fan. Come on, bro. Listen, bro, you beat a bunch of fucking nobodies, homie. No way in the fucking world they can. Listen, I think you versus Hagler would probably be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? And who knows how that fight would play out? Who knows? Maybe Hagler will get you. Maybe you get Hagler. I don't know. Who knows? But listen, bro, y'all got to stop this, man. Stop trying to say this man is got the beat Hagler's record for knockout or for fucking middleweight defenses. No, he didn't. Hagler is an all-time great. He's a legend. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see it happen, man. In both prime for prime, I would have loved to see it happen, and yada yada yada. But you're discrediting Hagler by saying this man did this when Hagler never fought for a regular belt. He had the real belts. Golovkin had regular belts. Stop saying that. Those are real Golovkin fans, real ones. Real Golovkin fans will say, "Listen, dude, you said you wanted undisputed. That's what you said. You had all the belts except for one, the one that Billy Ho had." And then when Billy Ho said, "I'll fight you in Kazakhstan," you turned him down to fight Canelo. Like, come on, dude. I understand you're fighting Canelo for, because that's the money fight. It's the big fight. I get it. But you're making me look bad when you said you want undisputed. Real Crawford fans will do the same thing. Crawford, you want undisputed, and I'm with you. I think you beat all these guys. But why are you turning down Sean Porter? And now you're fighting Sean Porter. You turned him down when he had a WBC title. You said that you don't want to fight this man. You got no interest. Even if he beat Errol Spence and had the WBC and IBF, you had no interest. But now you're fighting him now. And all of a sudden you're saying we ain't friends. But you're friends, you'll be friends afterwards. Well, you could have said that when he had a belt. Those are real Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford fans. Real ones. So when you start saying everything opposite of that, they're not Errol Spence fans. Terrence Crawford fans. They're Errol Spence haters. They're not Tyson Fury fans. They're Deontay Wilder haters. They're not Anthony Joshua fans. They're Anthony Joshua haters. All right? They're Tank Davis haters. They're Devin Haney haters. They're Gary Russell haters. They're not fans of their rival. They're not. They big up their rival. They go for their rival because they hate that specific fighter. They're not fans. So trying to determine who has the worst fans in boxing is extremely hard. It's extremely hard because the wolves blend in with the sheep. They blend in. The wolves will say, "Listen, man, I rock with Lomachenko because the UK Europeans are taking over. Europeans are taking over. I rock with Lomachenko. I rock with Golovkin because I rock with Fury because Europeans are taking over." Those are not really fans. They're wolves dressed in sheep clothing, blending in with the sheep. They're blending in, trying to infiltrate. They didn't try. They did infiltrate. They blended in, and they start giving you all these bullshit narratives and spin, and then the sheep will follow them because the sheep think, well, shit, they know what they're talking about. So it's extremely difficult to determine the worst fans. There is Crawford fans right now who are only Crawford fans because this nigga did good in their hood. That's it. They don't know nothing about this man's boxing skill. They don't know nothing about that. They don't even care. But they'll tell you, "Oh man, he's skilled to death. He's got the best skills in the world." And then when you say, "Well, what skills?" They'll say he's undisputed. That ain't a skill. "Oh, he can fight with both hands." So? What about it? What good is fighting with both hands if you only fight with one? "Oh, he does that because that's what he wants to do." Okay, but I thought if he wants to do that and it ain't working for him, isn't that ring IQ that says, that you switch up? "Oh, but that's that dog in him." Okay, well, how is that good? How is that good? That's bad. If you have the skills to do everything, but the dog in you says you're just going to do one. That's bad. That's very bad. That's taking a motherfucking circle wrench, a circle wrench, and try to put a fucking 1/8 circle wrench on a motherfucking a foot-long square bolt. The shit don't work. It won't fit there, but you just, fuck it. Listen, I'm just going to keep banging it against it. I'm just going to keep banging it against it because that dog in me, that dog says, I'm going to keep, that ain't a skill. That's stupidity. But those are fans that will just, it don't matter. But it don't matter, though. He going to knock him out. It don't matter. It don't matter. He going to do this. It don't matter. No, it don't matter. Anthony Joshua fans, the same thing. We're not really fans. They're wolves dressed in sheep clothing. Where did they go? Where'd they go? "Oh, he's the most known fighter in the world." 3 years ago, a most known fighter where everybody knows him, man. Deontay Wilder's ducking, Deontay Wilder's scared, Deontay Wilder can't beat him. They were everywhere. All over the place. Where'd they go? Where are they? You can't find them. I know one of them. Just one is still here. All the rest are gone. Because they were exposed. They were snatched out of that wolf clothing. That sheep clothing. That sheepskin was snatched off. They were exposed as wolves and vanished. They're gone. Packtards. Gone. Gone. So it's kind of hard to determine the worst fans in boxing. It's kind of hard. It's easy. It's very easy to determine the actual fans of a fighter. Very easy. It's very easy because the actual fans of a fighter are rocking with that fighter, period. Win, lose, draw, they're rocking. They're riding because they are a fan of the fighter. You're a fan. That's like saying, I'm a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals when they were fucking garbage. I'm a fan. You are a motherfucking fan. Motherfucking fan of the Browns when they were trash. A fan of the Saints when they were the Aints. And you went to their fucking stadiums anyway. You wore bags over your head because you are a motherfucking fan. Motherfuckers going 0-16 and still motherfuckers going to the fucking arenas to watch the stadiums to watch them play. Because you are a fan. That's what you are. Yeah. But the motherfuckers who didn't show up, the New England Patriots, when they were fucking garbage, and there was still fans showing up. Then mysteriously, Tom Brady takes over, and now all of a sudden they're selling out arenas. Selling out arenas now. Now, some of those people that show up are fans, but most of them are front runners. They just happen to live there. Miami Heat, same thing. When LeBron James shows up, all of a sudden they're selling out everything. Left and right, selling out all kinds of shit. LeBron leaves, and next thing you know, same thing with the Cavaliers, all that. This is the same thing. Front runners. It's very difficult to determine the actual fans from the wolves dressed in sheep clothing. So trying to determine the worst fans, there isn't any. There isn't no worst fans. There is fans and there is haters. There is no worse fans in the sport of boxing. There is worst haters. Whole nother video. BFTB. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out.